In this video I'm going to be showing you how to make the Margarita bracelet, necklace and earrings. This is a super set for a beginner. It covers all the basic techniques that you'll need, including making a pair of earrings turning a loop, how to use beading wire with crimps and how to finish off a simple strong elastic bracelet. So we're going to start by making the earrings. To do this, we're going to use a head pin and we're going to thread on a crystal, then one of the 6mm facets in the fabulous Picasso finish, then our feature flower, and then a second crystal above. Now what we want to do is we want to cut this so that it's approximately 6mm, quarter of an inch if you prefer imperial measurements, from the end of the flower. And we're just going to cut, being careful to control the end so we don't fire it off at anybody. I'm going to bend that back, and then with the round nose pliers we're just going to bring the end of the wire round into a loop. Make sure it's nice and neat, and then we're going to twist open the loop on the end of the head pin. You always want to twist loops open rather than pull them open so that they retain their shape. We're going to open that a little bit further so that it will actually go on. Put the loop over the end, close it up again, repeat, and there you have a beautiful pair of earrings. Okay, to make the necklace, I'm going to start by making the pendant dangle that sits at the front of the necklace. So to do this, we're going to pick up 2 crystal, then a flower, and then a second crystal. Again, we're going to trim the head pin. There, and we're going to turn the loop as before. Okay, now to make the other dangle, we're going to open a 6mm jump ring, and we're going to hook the flower and a second 6mm jump ring on, close that up. We're going to open that jump ring and attach the dangle, and then we're going to open a third jump ring and attach, and there we have our finished pendant. So that's going to sit at the front of our necklace. Now, the body of the necklace is made using beading wire. This is called Soft Flex. This is one of the brands that's available. And as you can see, it's very soft and flexible. It's got 49 strands of wire inside it, so that can mean occasionally the ends can get a little bit scratchy. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the end on the wire and cover it up just so that you don't have anything sticking out at the back of the wire. So to do this, we're going to thread a crimp bead onto the wire. We're going to thread one of our crystals, and we're going to thread a second crimp bead. We're then going to take the end of the wire back through the crimp bead so that it's sitting inside the crystal bead. You don't want it to protrude from the second side. We'll then pull on the long tail of the wire to just make a nice neat little loop, and then with a pair of flat nose pliers we're going to squeeze both of those crimps flat. Okay, then we're going to thread the pendant onto the centre of the wire. I'm going to tidy that jump ring up a little bit first. It's better. We're going to thread the pendant onto the wire. I'm going to do the same thing on the second end. So we're going to put on the crimp bead, the crystal, and a second crimp bead. Now before you finish this second end off, you just need to make sure you've got the necklace at the length that you want. You need to remember your clasp will add a little bit of length to the end of the necklace, so just take that into account. And oops, you might find, like I have here, that you've got a crystal that's got a slightly narrower hole. That's fine. Just take it off, swap it for a second one. Put your crimp back on. Go back through. And see, that's sitting much better now. So again, pull down your loop, squeeze that crimp flat. I'll retrieve the other one from down the necklace, squeeze that one flat, and there you have your finished necklace. So all we're going to do is add the clasp. So we're going to open the jump ring, go through the loop on the end of the clasp and attach it to the loop on the necklace, close that up, open up the second jump ring, the larger jump ring, attach it to the other side of the clasp, and there you have your finished Margarita necklace. How about that, getting from work, be invited out for drinks and have a necklace ready to wear? Okay, the bracelet is strung on a length of elastic. So if you follow the instructions as they're printed, and we're just going to thread the beads on straight down the sequence. Just making sure I'm holding on to the second end of this elastic, so if I get over enthusiastic and push the beads all the way down, they're not going to pop off the back. Don't want to have to do the work twice. And a flower, crystal, facet, crystal. Okay, so obviously you keep going to make this the length that's going to suit you, and then all we're going to do to finish is we're going to bring the two ends of the elastic together. We're going to tie them in a simple overhand knot, so pull it round and through. Make sure that's nice and tight. Then we're going to put a spot of Every Beader's Friend, some clear nail varnish onto the knot. We're then going to leave it so that the elastic relaxes again and the nail varnish is completely dried, and then we'll trim the tails on the knot. Not too close to the knot, because if you trim it right up against the knot, they can pull back through and then the knot will fail and you'll have to start again. And that is how you make the beautiful Margarita necklace, bracelet and earrings.